I'd like to reconvene our August the 10th, 2023 commission meeting and ask, is there any business to be conducted out of that particular meeting? Seeing none, that meeting is now adjourned, and like to call to order the meeting for August 31st, 2023. Mr. DiLiberto, would you call the roll?
Commissioner Boland?
He's here.
Commissioner Knight?
Here.
Commissioner Scales?
Good morning.
Commissioner Tyson?
Morning.
Commissioner Stevens?
I am here. Thank you. Today we have an invocation from Commissioner District 1, Reverend Ron Paul, Huffman Baptist Church. It's good to see you.
Thank you, and I will correct it is Rob and not Ron. don't want to be confused with someone else. Even though my phone also makes that correction every time I try to type my name in. Let's go to the Lord in prayer. Oh God, our Father, as we come before you this morning, we acknowledge that you have taught those who call you Lord to work for the peace and the prosperity of our communities. And so, Father, I pray today that you would guide this county commission, that you would guide the citizens of our great Jefferson County. Father, that you would bless us, that you would prosper us. Lord, that there would be peace, that there would be justice, that there would be righteousness. Father, we pray this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Attention, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Reverend. Commissioners, you have before you the minutes from the August 10th, 2023 meeting.
Move it.
Reading and adopt the minutes written. Didn't even get
Second.
that out.
Yeah,
Motion
second.
and a second to dispense with the reading of the minutes and to have them as read.
Yeah, right.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, here we go. Have presentations. I'd like to take personal privilege and change the order of the presentations. Let's let Commissioner Tyson go first with the resolution in honor of Jesse Lewis.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
We are in the process of signing the resolution. I wanted to make sure that we had the original signatures on that resolution because it means so much to me. Dr. Lewis, I remember him when I was a very small child from my parents. My mother was a foot soldier. I remember when Dr. Lewis was the president of Lawson State. And my parents used to do voters registration. I was around 10 years old. And Mr. Pearson used to tell my mama, let her go. She's going to be fine. Let her go. And I used to ride my bike and try to beat them to the front door of the people we was trying to register where I could try to get some money from them. To try to get paid for doing it. They said, no, all of this is volunteer. I said, well, no. I said, I need something for my time. They taught me a lesson. Volunteer is volunteer. That you got to put and sow back into your community. When I was going out to the military, my parents had died by then, and Dr. Lewis encouraged my sister who raised me to allow me to go. He said, let her go. She's going to do fine. You know, you brought her up good, let her go. You cannot keep her here in Birmingham. So I was very successful there. And I took the skills that I had from being around people like Dr. Lewis and Mr. Pearson with me and also started a broad registration when I was in the military. But I want to tell you a little bit about him. He was born January the 3rd in 1925. He's 98 years old now. He was born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. He was a World War II veteran. He owned 17 businesses. A lot of people don't know that. He was the first owner of a PR firm, the first black owner of the PR firm. He is the chairman of Agency 54. He was the publisher of the Birmingham Times. He was the first black creator of ads for Coca-Cola. A lot of people don't know that. And he was the first owner that was black, was a part of Walgreens drugstore. I can go on and on and on, but I got to catch a flight out here, so I don't have that kind of time. But Dr. Lewis, you have been more than a mentor to me. When we were staying in Smithfield, everybody think I came from West End. I came from Smithfield. I was born in Smithfield. My parents grew up on the south side by Slough Furnace. I remember all of that. You have set footprints not only in the city of Birmingham and Jefferson County, in the world, in history. You have given me a lifeline for me to travel and live off for the rest of my life. You are a great businessman. A lot of people might think he's shrewd, but he's serious. He knows how to make money. And he is willing to help people. That's what I really like about him. He's willing to help. A lot of people are selfish. They're looking out for self-interest, self-service. They are too busy trying to promote themselves to where they can't promote anyone else and help anyone else. Dr. Lewis is not like that. He is willing to help anyone that is willing to help themselves. Here is a resolution from the Jefferson County. Mike, put it in the frame. We're gonna take a picture. Let's take a picture first, and then we're going to put it in the frame. But I wanted you to have this. I want to give you your flowers while you live. And I'm looking for you to live a long time. I think you got a little good 20 more years left in you. Because you get around better than me with my bad knee. I love you. I consider you as a father figure to me. And I promised you, he told me, he said, if you get married, I want to walk you down the aisle. But I didn't have a wedding. Went to the courthouse, so he never did get a chance to walk me down the aisle. But when I have my first 5th anniversary, he's going to get a chance to walk me down the aisle. So I made 2 years this month. So I'm going to give him a chance to walk me down the aisle. Thank you so much. We love you. And if we can take pictures up here before we do comments, because I got to go. Come on, Dr. Lewis. Now, I think we need to come down here where we can have a group photo right quick.
He wants to say a couple of words.
He's going to say it. I'm definitely going to let him do that.
I feel right at home. I know everybody.
Congratulations.
That's all right.
Need to get out of the way of that thing.
Right here. Stay away with it. Come on, Judge, get in there.
Jesse, you raised our statue.
I'm going to make this very brief. That'll make a lot of people happy. I want you to know I'm at home here. I know more people in this room than any other single individual. If I don't know him, I know his daddy. I know his daddy. His daddy gave me a job. I know his daddy. He helped me out. Everybody in this room, except you people back in the back, helped me along the way. And I want you to know I'm appreciative. I know everybody up there has been knowing them a long, long time. And everywhere I go, the first thing they do say he is 97, 98, 99, 96. I mean, I want you to get my age right. I am not old. I'm getting there. I want to thank you for inviting me to this affair. I really, truthfully, honestly feel at home. I've been knowing them two young men up there. I can't tell how long. And the first thing she did, stand up, Pam. Yeah. All right. And the first thing she did was to hug me and kiss me and say, "I love you." I just got married again. I don't know how old my wife is. I forgot. But she is not my age. But she's a great person. And I want to tell you, honestly and truthfully, this is the best day of my life, being with these people. And when I walked in the building, I recognized every step of the way, and I recognized this young man right here. His daddy hired me. I mean, he made a good choice, according to me. Thank you very much, and I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Dr. Lewis, before you leave, I will say to be 96 and to still be able to have a sane state of mind is a testimony within itself. For the sake of the commission, I will tell you that his beautiful bride, which is Brenda Dickerson, serves on our zoning committee on behalf of District 1. And in addition to that, Dr. Lewis, I agree with Commissioner Tyson, has been special in more than one way. I won't take the liberty to say just how much he's been to our family. I will just say he's been a father that my father didn't have, and has been very influential in his life in many ways. But I pray that I get to share longevity as you, because one of the things that he and I laugh about is the fact we're born on the same day. So we share a birthday. And he makes me to know it when he calls to let me know that sometimes you don't want to hear from folk when you want some. You got to call them when you don't. And so I want to tell you that, Dr. Lewis, it's a great day in Jefferson County. Birmingham Times is no longer owned by your company, but guess what? It wouldn't have been a Birmingham Times had it not been for you. So thank you for being a voice for our community, and thank you for being a voice on behalf of Jefferson County. So congratulations to you. It's well deserved.
Let me say one doesn't pay. that doesn't make, and she's gone all day long that day this board meeting. I'm not going to stop her from serving. All I can say I wouldn't. I wouldn't go nowhere in the world and sit down for a whole day and nobody giving no money. But since this is y'all, I'm gonna encourage you to come. And wherever she goes, she's gonna make a difference. So you got it for free.
Well, we'll say that that's the philanthropic part of your company. How about that? You make the money and she does the philanthropy. So thank you.
Dr. Lewis, you and I met, well, I met you long before, but you and I had a meeting in 2009. There was 5 candidates in my race, and you picked me and backed me, and I'll never forget it, sir, because without your help, I wouldn't be sitting up here today. So I'm forever grateful to you and love you, and you're a good man. And I didn't know Scales was 96 years old, too. So I didn't know that. But we appreciate you and all you've done for this county, sir, over years.
Commissioner Bowler.
Dr. Lewis, I admire you greatly. And as I've told you in times past, my father taught me everything he taught. So a man should have. He was a man who was talking to his only child, a son. And he said, boy, first thing you got to do is be a gentleman. Dr. Lewis, my father would have taught the world to you. Because of all the things you've done, you're first a gentleman. I wish you all the best. Good man.
Well, Brother Jesse Lewis, man I consider a friend and a mentor. You have taught me how to act, how to be a gentleman, how to be firm when needed and necessary, and how to lead without being polarizing. You gave me all of those skills, and you can't not take credit for it, because we had many conversations that you said that you really need to bring this community together. And we've tried. And I believe that if you look around, we've been successful. And you said, Jimmy, we're stronger together. And we are stronger together. And we will be better together if we continue. And you don't go anywhere. You keep giving us that counsel, and you keep being the Dr. Jesse Lewis that we first talked to. God bless you, and many, many more great years. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Commissioner Knight.
It is indeed a challenge to follow such a giant in coming to this podium. But today, I have an award, and this is an award for something that our county crew has done on January the 12th, 2023, this year. There was a tornado that came through Alabama, and it hit Autauga County. It killed 7 people and really ripped their county. Their commissioner was the president of the the Association of County Commissions of Alabama at the time. He had made a speech just a few months before about being ready for anything that you face. Little did he know at the time he made that speech that his county was going to be ripped by a tornado. He and I talked. I said, Jay, is there anything we can do to help? And he said, we don't meet FEMA requirements because ours, basically the damage wasn't enough to cross the threshold. They didn't have much in the way of personnel and trucks. I talked to our commission. I talked to our county manager. And we sent a crew of 30 along with several trucks down there to help them in the aftermath of this tornado. It didn't go unnoticed. At the convention last week, he made mention of it and teared up when he said that, you know, all these accolades that he was getting meant one thing, but the response that he got from Jefferson County was really what it's all about. And so today, the County Commission Association has given, this is an inaugural gift. This is the first time this has been presented. And it's one family for the actions exemplifying the Alabama County family presented to Jefferson County Commission and Jefferson County Roads and Transportation for all they've done to help us in our time of need. Because at that time of need, we've been there. We have been where we needed help, and others helped us. And we were able to deploy a crew down there, and it was, he told me, he said, when I saw your trucks coming in, it was like the cavalry coming over the hill to help us out and rescue us in our time of need. So today, on behalf of Jefferson County and the Alabama County Commissioners, I want to present this to our Roads and Transportation crew for the work they've done and for all your fine efforts. Chris, Heather.
They were a little delayed with the start this morning. So.
Okay, we're going to do this again. But this is in recognition of something that's just awesome. Chris, you take it. And we thank you all very much on behalf of all the commissioners.
And commissioners, I would like to acknowledge and thank y'all for your support. Without the very intentional investments that y'all have made over a number of years, we wouldn't have had the resources or the equipment or the ability to go support those requests. So really, it all comes down to your commitment and your support and the faith that you put in these crews every day. So thank you.
Just real quick, I think just to represent what our crews, how they feel is when they see an event like this or any event that happens, they're ready to jump. They're there to help. They were asking us, can we go help? Can we go help? So we just appreciate the opportunity with Roads and Transportation that the commission gives to us and that backs us to allow us to do events like this and really to serve the public. So we appreciate it.
And it helps all people, you know, no matter where they are. In Alabama, we're you know, all together in some of these events, and so it's great that we're very appreciative that we were able to help. Absolutely. And to your crew, I was down there a couple of times. I watched them work. We had another county came and fed them, so you know, it was everybody pitching in a very difficult time. So thank y'all very much, and congratulations on that. That's awesome.
Thank you.
Okay,
Commissioner Knight.
Yes.
Chris and Heather, and to you also, sir. there is a slogan that was adopted by the ACCA, and that's 67 counties, one voice. You all gave us the opportunity to be one voice. A lot of times we get caught up into our respective counties in terms of who we represent when we should be speaking from one voice. So obviously when Otaga had their, when they had their issue or their calamity, that gave us the opportunity, and you should appreciate this, Mr. President of ACCA, then that's showing that we do have one voice, you know, because anytime that you have something that is traumatic, for lack of better words, people never forget how you made them feel. And for him to be able to say, the past president, that when he saw those trucks coming over the hill and what that experience made him to feel like, that's a sign of us really being one voice, one family. We beat to one drum. So thank you. Thank you to all of you all. And we just look forward to us continuing to have an impact as the largest county in the state, being a voice that people will never forget. Thank you.
Our road crew is on the way, so when they get here, we'll acknowledge them too.
Okay. All right, let's skip over to our public hearings now. The first is an economic development public hearing. It's involving the Transplant Life Foundation. This is a 772 hearing, Amendment 772 hearing, which gives citizens input to determine that the use of these funds is a good and sufficient public purpose. This is for the transplant gains. County is going to execute that. Is there anyone in the audience who would like to speak to this particular issue, either in favor of or in opposition to? Seeing none, the public hearing is now closed.
I move the item.
All right, we have the item moved, which is.
And I'm going to do a second, but Mr. President, I did have a question concerning the item.
Please silence your cell phones.
That's $500 fine for somebody. You know, and if I could figure out how to silence it, I would, because my little red button there says it's silenced. And our IT department, I need another one, I guess. All right. Please.
I did have a ask, Mr. President. Is this the item that we dealt with when former Commissioner Ammons was here? Trying to make sure of the dollar amount associated with this item.
This is one of those items, and the dollar amount has not changed from that original.
Okay. Is that the one for 300? Yes. Okay. And so we're just basically formalizing this so that we can be able to expend those dollars?
We are. This is state law, so states that you have to have a public hearing pursuant to Amendment 772.
Well, and the only reason why I'm asking, Mr. President, is because my familiarity with 772 did not require a public hearing, and it's okay. I just wanted to make sure, is this the item that I remember that we did several months ago? And apparently it is. Okay, thank you. It's been moved in second.
Moved in second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right. Next up, we have vacation right-of-way, which is a continuation of the public hearing from July the 13th. This is a resolution to approve the request from Rudolph Lee, Anita Jackson Lee, Thomas B. Welch, Cynthia Welch, Moneta S. Jones, Gary W. Jones, Glenn W. Jones, and Carolyn Tyson, owners, to vacate right-of-way on Burrow Drive and Franklin Lane, situated in Jefferson County. Who do we have speaking upon that? Please come on. State your name and your address for the record, please.
Mark Clark. I'm with Shoal Engineering. We're the engineer of record on the project. This was continued from as you said, from the July meeting. At that time, the developer was in the process of trying to get closed on all the properties so that, to get this development done and get it vacated. And at this time, they have not completed that task yet. They have gotten continuations with their agreements with the landowners, and they are asking that if the commission would delay this again or continue this again until possibly the October 26th meeting.
Is there any opposition?
We've heard none from any of the adjoining owners.
So, do we need to delay a public hearing?
You know, the public hearing, if there's no one here in opposition, public hearing gives a chance to hear both sides of something. Out of an abundance of caution, let's just delay this or carry this over to a date and time certain. Instead of October, we're going to do it to the second meeting in November.
Okay.
That way, you give everyone a chance to get this done, and we won't have to make a fourth trip.
Absolutely. Perfect.
Let me ask this question, and this is to our developmental services. Will we have to republish notice? Okay.
It was my understanding that we would not, but I'm not trying to speak for them, but that question was asked by us, and they
What's the delay again?
the delay is they have not closed on the property, and the way that this unfolded was all the adjoining owners of the property that they're purchasing signed the vacation document as well as the owners. What we're trying to avoid is, as the engineers of record, is that for some reason this falls apart. We don't want those right-of-ways vacated and these landowners not have any access. So we really want them to actually have the property purchased and the development moving forward before this is vacated.
Okay.
This gives them an opportunity to do what they need to do. You're fine. Put this, Chair will entertain a motion to delay till the second week in November.
So moved.
Second?
Motion been made and second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Second meeting November.
Thank y'all.
Uh-huh.
Welcome. Commissioners, you have 69 resolutions that were properly vetted in our Tuesday pre-commission meeting. Is there any resolution that a commissioner would like to have pulled for separate vote or consideration?
Move items 1 through 69 with if there are no objections.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We're good. That carries us to the end of our meeting. County Manager. County Attorney. See, and you fussed at me when I didn't call on you Tuesday. So.
Here they are.
You're supposed to win. And look who showed up. Good. Y'all been working, hadn't you? All right.
Are y'all it? Okay. We just gave you an award from the Association of County Commissions of Alabama for your work and when you went to Autauga and helped those people out. It was a great effort by you guys. They were very appreciative. And so the County Commission Association has given you all an award, and Chris has it right there. And I would like for you guys to come up here and stand with us and take a photo, because you are the backbone of this county. Y'all make us look good. But when you went down there and helped those people, I promise you, they were so very, very appreciative. And their county commissioner told me, he said it was like the cavalry coming over the hill when y'all started rolling in there with those trucks and your crews. And y'all did a great job. I saw some of you out there a couple of times when y'all was out there working. Y'all was working hard. and we just appreciate you, the work you do every day. But we are especially proud of you for going down there and helping those people, because they were in a mess, weren't they? And you all got down there and you showed them how to do it. And so, if y'all would come up and please take a photo with us, please.
And is any commissioner like to speak to the body? Or if not, we're going to recess this meeting after these folks come up and get the picture made.
Yeah. Oh, Heather. Oh, Heather. Cal. Yeah. Come up, big boss.
Yeah, you can. Let's move this out of the way.
Congratulations. Thank you.
You know, normally when we do this, it's kids. You got stuff you got to read. I hear from John.
Stand up front.
Chris, won't you be in the center? Hey, Heather, I'm sorry, that's just a picture of me. Get on that side. Hey, me? Jimmy, do me a favor. Come around here. You can push that chair over. I just need for yours to fall.
Come on, program director. I got to know where it's
Come in a little bit more time.
We're recessed.
Thank y'all again. Thank you so much. Thank you.